Hello, and welcome to your Warrior Archetype forecast for March 2023. It is a pleasure to do your reading today, Warrior. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to give you the theme of your reading. Then we're going to go into the Proverbs. We'll touch a little bit on announcements and then go to like the meat and bread of the Odu, give you any recommendations, then we'll wrap it all up. Just to let you know, quick note, I do have a course coming out this March 23rd. If you are interested, I have like 2 spots left for this course that is going to be 8 weeks. How to turn your love profile around. If you're interested, go ahead and go to couplingandcowry.com/webinar or look at the info in the description for this video below. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. For Warrior Archetype. So for you, Warrior, your reading came back in lessons to be learned, and so far it's unjust punishment, but it's not guaranteed provided that you do the work. The work is particularly around either changing the way you do your systems, changing how you deal with your mother, changing the ways how you deal with your psychic abilities, or changes to how you deal with family. But we'll get into it. Your first proverb is Ombara O'Shea, and it talks about the bell rings loudest in your own home. And I do apologize. You're not going to see my face today. Feeling a little under the weather. So I didn't get all dolled up. So I figured I'd put this picture of me right here for you to enjoy and still have that interaction with me. But not this time. And I do apologize. So the bell rings loudest in your own home. This is also which I'm going to ask. Talking about you get over it, make it work for you. Whatever is going on, get over it and make it work for you. Sweep out old things from the home to make way for new. Declutter. Okay? Get rid of stuff. When was the last time you went through stuff? That's what it's the theme of it is the first proverb. The second proverb is talking about where the work is going to come through. Okay, so let's ask. It's saying know your limits. Okay, it talks about 2 women not complementing life. Stress with stress, no balance. So right now you can't leave any of your relationships. Can't leave anyone. You cannot. This is the Odu of karma. So no breaking up of relationships for the next 12 to 14 days. So take care of yourself first. No, don't overextend yourself. Know your limits. It talks about 2 women not complementing life. So there's like 2 women. So you could either be like, it could be your wife and your sister, your wife and your mother, your 2 mothers-in-law, or something like that. 2 women in your life not complementing life as they should. Okay, but that is like not your battle. You're not supposed to be playing the fix-it person. You let them do it because sometimes women don't want you to fix it. They just want you to listen. Every time they talk to you about stuff, it's not always about, hey, can you fix this? Sometimes it's about just listening. Okay, so now we're going to get into the meat and the bones. But before we do, I wanted to make sure that you guys go to O'Shea first. So O'Shea is the Orisha of love. She deals with relationships between couples. She deals with relationships between children. She deals with creative projects, making money through creative projects, sensuality parties that are like aesthetically appealing, like refined, things like that. So this is us going into it. Very much Oshun energy, so very much magnetic. The trouble you go to right now is your own counsel. Sooner or later, it talks about you having a higher spiritual calling, like being a priest or a minister, or a higher spiritual profession. The things that happen to you, it's kind of like they're supposed to happen to you because you're being an experiential learner. Like people can't tell you right now, you kind of have to experience it or, learn the hard way. Okay. So these readings are good for 14 days. They cover a little bit about your past, what's going on with you right now, and 14 days into the future. Let's get this crawler going. It contains, if you know, the House of the Man contains all of the possibilities of your DNA going back 10,000s of years. So generations upon generations upon generations. All of these different DNA traits that you have available to you in your DNA trickle down, and we categorize it into 4 main male archetypes. Now, each one has its own strengths and its weaknesses, and when it's at its best, you know it, and when it's at its worst, you also know it. The gap between you being your highest and best self, or at your best archetype, versus where you are now, is your ego self. So once we tame this ego self, the space gets smaller and smaller until they become one. And so these readings are designed to give you insights from the divine to help you become that one and help you shorten the gap between them. Okay? Okay. You know my style. I do like to go line for line. If you would like personal reading, you can do so by DMing me. I have no problem with that. He also says if you have any pregnancies going on right now, these pregnancies are good luck, and it asks you not to end it, but to actually encourage the child, because the child will bring you your happiness. It's something about probably your mate. She's having some like issues going on, like some boils or pus coming from somewhere that makes her kind of weak. So if she's extra sensitive around her time of the month, or if she hasn't gone to her annual doctor, please tell her to do so. It also talks about you not keeping your, like you tell too much of your business, and it's easy for people to gain terrain on you because you're telling too much of your business. Don't drink out of bottles. Don't smell other people's handkerchiefs. Talks about a lost baby. It was your luck. Be mindful of your things, because you have some serious haters, and they are active. They're not talking about it, they're doing about it. So make sure you keep all your belongings and stuff with you. Don't leave stuff just laying around, not necessarily like in your house, but like out and about. You know what I'm saying? Keep your stuff close. If you have something covered up, go cautiously, it will be discovered. Let me say that again. You have something covered up, it will be discovered. Go cautiously. Again, these are general readings. They last for 14 days. They cover a little bit about your past, what's going on with you right now, and 14 days into the future. We are on the warrior reading for the month, and I'm going to add that warrior caption down below. Okay. Don't keep things for people. It could bring trouble with the law. Okay. Okay, use the vibration of grass to get money. Money is green, grass is green. So using that vibration to help you establish that balance of what wealth is and feeling wealthy, just get you some grass and just cover your aura with it, right? Get it all on it. Don't get under your feet when you go under your feet. And then just drop in, walk away. The thing is to try to mimic the vibration of opulence, especially if you got like really good healthy grass that looks nice, like on golf courses and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, she doesn't have anything else to say. And the next one is Oya. Oya deals with changes, ancestors, marketplace, like a whole bunch of businesses coming together, like a conglomerate, you know what I'm saying? Like a marketplace. She is the Orisha of the wind. Her colors are purple. She likes plums, purple beads, Mardi Gras. That is her realm. And she says, your best friend is your worst enemy. Your worst enemy is your best friend. You are your best friend. So that's saying you could be either your worst enemy or you could be your best friend by how we are thinking and treating ourselves on the inside. So let me go on this Odu line for line. Again, if it pertains to you, I'll tell you. If not, you'll just continue to see me through. When spirits see you, they rush after you. Okay, if you have any Orisha unattended, feed it. So when was the last time you fed or spruced up your spiritual relics? Like everybody has their go-to, right? When was the last time you did some GMP, took the dust off, maybe changed the tablecloth and things like that? Something about the nose. So make sure that you're like, doing your vitamin C, allergies, colds, changes in the nose, changes in health because of nasal, like something nasally, like allergies or something like that. It says you need to do the recommendations so that the spirits will leave you in peace. You had a dream of the dead or of food. So when you have dreams of the dead, it's talking about ancestors, like your ancestors coming to visit you in your dreams. They'll have like dreams of spreads of food. I'm talking about like Thanksgiving type, like it's just a smorgasbord of food or a buffet. Things like that is like your ancestors trying to communicate because families gathered together around food. I'm growing a rose. Look at that. Look. Do you guys see that? I just saw that. Look, right here. I'm going to point to it right where my finger is. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. I'm light. Oh, don't move. There we go. Yeah, so another stem. Sometimes these stems form into a baby rose. I've had a baby rose grow one time. And okay, so that's that. And then let's continue. Don't dress in colors or put colored sheets on your bed. Like try to keep them all one color, monochrome, like all black. Like not black and then brown, but all black, okay? Talks about you have relatives in a foreign country. So you should have... Never mind, that don't pertain to you. Okay, look in your house. You have a knife or cloth used for checks for elbow. So let me write that down. Knife and checks for elbow, and we can talk about that later because that's talking about detrimental energy in the house. Okay, knife and cloth. Knife and cloth. Okay. Okay. It talks about some type of revolution. Like there's one person that brings this type of changes and stuff like that. It's like someone is initiating change in the house. You need to allow it to happen. Be careful who gives you drink. Be careful who gives you food. If you didn't see them pour it, don't drink it. If you ain't see them fix it, don't eat it. You got to keep your eyes open and keep aware of your surroundings. Okay, because you, like I said, you have some haters and they're zealous. So, just be mindful. You know what I'm saying? One thing I like about the Nation of Islam is that their brothers understand that you're supposed to be always on point. At all times, you know what's happening in all four corners of your space, so that when things come in it, it's not a surprise. You're more proactive than reactive. And that's kind of where you need to be at as well. It says, don't lend your keys or have your things thrown around. The things you have left behind, leave them behind. He says you lost your luck 3 times because of overthinking. Still talking. Somebody is trying to separate you from your relationship. They entertain them and like get-togethers and stuff. But he says don't fight because you could hurt yourself and get yourself in a worse predicament than what you started up. I mean, just because they're hitting on them doesn't mean that your significant other is hitting on them back. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not saying she's hitting on them back. It's just saying that someone is hitting on them. This person has some setbacks going on in their business. And again, this is a general reading. These readings are good for 14 days. It covers a little bit about your past, what's going on with you right now, and 14 days into the future. Oh, y'all still speaking. Okay, so that's it, the recap. So we said a lot of the things, a lot of revolutions, something about in the family or someone in the house is initiating this change. Kind of allow it. Don't leave things laying around. If you see people fixing your food, make sure you're looking. You don't just walk away. If you didn't see them pour it, don't drink it. It talks about making sure you're aware of your surroundings because you have some haters. It talks about spirits following you. Do your elbow so your luck will straighten out, so your roads will straighten out. So that's what we'll get into now. I do want to tell you one more reminder. We do have my course coming out March 23rd. I have 2 spots left if you are interested. If you are interested, please let me know. Or you can go to the information listed in the description below. Okay, and if you like the reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about the readings, what you don't think about the readings. If you have any questions. If you have any questions, let me know how you liked it. Comment and share if it's something that you like. If you have any questions that are general to the warrior archetype, you can post them and I can answer them. If you would like a general or a personal reading, rather, you can DM me or go to my site, couplingandcowry.com. So let's go ahead and finish this and do our last crawler about the actual DNA traits of your masculinity. Okay, so the elbow right here is there. Okay, let's see where it's going to. Does it belong to Risha? Yes. Tiffany? Yes. Okay, so let's see, candle. Purple candle and Yes. Okay, so two things. One, you're going to Google. Let's do this. Google about, oh yeah, OYA. Number two, you're going to get a purple candle. Okay. You're going to focus the intent on with the proverb of what I said in the beginning. Your best friend is your worst enemy. You are your best friend. And really focus on how you are talking and treating yourself. Because don't worry so much about other people, because the bell rings loudest in your own home, but worry so much about self. Also, what other people are doing, you cannot control. Get over it or make it work for you. Sweep out old things from the home and make way for new. And then the other one is the bell rings loudest in your own home. Know your limits. Don't overextend yourself. This is a very karmic Odu. So not leaving relationships is a good idea because of the karmic value that this time frame has with your relationships. It would be best if you keep it together, not like cut the cord. But that doesn't mean like, yo, I'm angry at you. You can go on a little time out, but not cut off like I ain't never going to talk to them ever again in life type thing. Okay? So purple candle to focus on that. Let me see. Yes. Anything, focus on anything else. Okay. Changes. No. Nope. Something. Can it just be for y'all? And nope. Okay, something else with this candle. So focus on self. And allowing change. Nope. Is it something for the self? It is something for the self. So it'll come. So the second thing or the third thing is get a knife with checkered cloth. And wrap it around the knife. So you have, let's say you have a knife, right? This is my knife. This is the sharp point, and this is the handle. So I'm just going to wrap the cloth around the handle part and put it where it needs to go. Usually it's a window or a door. It is a door. So put it at your doors. The reason why, okay, so there are all kind of different energies, right? And these should be things that is already in your house. The checkered cloth and the knife should be something that's already in your house. And when you put it at the door, make sure that the sharp point faces away from the house, so it's cutting anything that's coming into the house. Like it's cutting anything coming into the house. But detrimental energy comes in various different forms. For example, you can have like a water stream that is running under your house, and even though water is not negative, because it is a stream and it has movement, it is causing yang energy. And that yang energy starts to radiate up into your house. Okay. And again, water is not negative. So sage is not going to get this. Celeomi is not going to get this. Organized is not going to get this, because this is a natural, harmonious thing. Is you came along and you put your house on top of it. Okay. So when you did this yang energy is too busy, and not too busy for a home to be a home to relax. Okay. So in the midst of this water, you cannot relax, because it is not good feng shui and it's not good energy for you to be on top of this home and expecting it to be a place of relaxation and rejuvenation. When you have this water stream under here promoting yang energy, which is the opposite. It's like go, 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 go. Does that make sense? So we don't want to hurt the water because water is natural and we need it. But what we do want to do is either harmonize it or neutralize it, right? We either need to harmonize it, meaning work with it, or just neutralize it. So when I say get the knot knife and the checkered cloth, one of the ways that they use to harmonize energy is by steel or copper, right? Some people will use steel or copper rods. They will do tinsel rings. But for you in Yoruba tradition, you just take a knife and just wrap it around with checkered cloth, and that promotes the energy that you need to mitigate this negativity that may be happening in your home. I'm not saying there's extreme, but I'm just giving you an example, if that makes sense. So that's what you're supposed to do. So here are your results. I'm going to, and I have the mirror right. So that is your results. Okay. So if that is all, I will see you next time. Thank you for liking and sharing. Let me know what you think. If this is a good reading for you, any comments and feedbacks are greatly suggested. Until next time, warrior, take care. Bye.